There are going to be two different parts of this video. The first part is going to be a brief description, and the second part is going to be a demonstration. Regarding the description, the hand is made out of a type of ABS plastic, which is the same type of plastic Legos are made out of. As most of you probably know, this type of plastic is relatively hard, it's cheap, and it melts at reasonably high temperatures, which makes it the perfect base material for 3D printers. There's going to be three different parts of this arm. The first part is going to be the forearm, which holds a bunch of different servos, 5 of them for each respected finger. I'll get back to that in a second. The wrist, which helps facilitate the movement of each finger by threading a type of fishing line through it. Again, I'll get back to that in a second. And then the hand itself, which has all the fingers, obviously. The forearm has a bunch of different servos. Each servo basically acts as a type of DC motor, which moves 90 degrees to the right, 90 degrees to the left. As it moves 90 degrees to the right, it's going to contract the finger, and as it moves from that 90 degree point, 180 degrees back to the left, it's going to relax the finger. Each one of these fingers is knotted at the tip, and then it's threaded through the hand, through the wrist, which, like I said before, facilitates the movement, and then it's hot glued to the servo. I'll pan the camera over later so we can kind of put this in perspective a little easier. But yeah, the fishing line itself is just 50 pounds, I think it's rated at 50 pounds per inch, so it's pretty strong stuff. And I have made it really tight too, so no matter how much I move it, the finger's going to move along with it. The hand itself, connected to the servos, is connected to a breadboard, which then the breadboard connects to an external power supply and to the Arduino microprocessor, which has my code on it. And the code itself will take the input of my glove, which has a bunch of different flex sensors, I'll get back to that in a second, and then it sends it to the hand itself, the servos. The hand itself has 5 different flex sensors, which basically act as potentiometers, and then they send a signal through a digital type of signal back to the hand. To better explain that in a way, potentiometers, the flex sensors, work as like a volume knob. Say you want to turn it up maybe 20%, 30%, that's exactly how these work, except with a digital signal, which is how the servos work. They think in a Boolean type of sequence, which means it's true or false, and they think in numbers of 1 and 0. So, to put this in perspective a little easier, the hand basically works as a volume knob, and then the servos work as say a light switch. It's whether it's on or it's off. Then the glove works as a radio. It's maybe at 50%, maybe at 20%. Regardless, that's probably all I need to explain regarding the description. So now I'm going to follow it up with a demonstration. So if you just excuse me for a second, I'm going to move the camera. Excuse my messy room if you got a little view of that. So as you can see, to the right, there's the robot hand, 3D printed. Here's all the different servos, the fishing line. Here's the external power supply, the breadboard, the Arduino microprocessor, and then the glove itself. Just to point out, if you look at the middle finger, the tip of it, I didn't really calibrate it right. So the tip is a little too tight, as you can see. But I'm going to put on the glove and connect it to the external power supply. It may be a little loud, so excuse me if you hear any white noise in the background. So if you notice, I'm going to move can you see the hand? Yep, you can. Okay, so if I move my pointer finger down and contract it, the finger does too. Now if I move both my middle finger, excuse me, I'm going to do my middle finger first. As you can tell, the middle finger isn't calibrated as well as it should be, so excuse that. There we go. Now I'm going to move the whole hand, along with my hand, into a fist. Yeah, that middle finger isn't staying down. But as you can tell, in real time it mimics my hand. every movement. Let's see if I can shake hands with myself. Look at that, I can. Thank you everybody for taking time and watching. Hopefully I'll have follow-up videos that show it a little more finished. Thank you.